All right, let's talk about something that I think every single one of us has gone through. You get that initial spark for a new goal. You're going to hit the gym, start a huge project, learn a new skill. And for a week, maybe two, you are just on fire. And then, poof, it's just gone. So we're going to break down exactly why that happens. And more importantly, we're going to lay out a blueprint for a system that keeps you going long after that initial feeling has faded away.
I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? That fire that gets you started, it always seems to have a surprisingly short fuse. So what is it? Is it a lack of willpower? Are we just lazy? Well, the answer is actually way simpler, and it points to a huge misunderstanding of what motivation really is. And this right here is the absolute core of the problem. We sit around and wait to feel motivated. We expect inspiration to just strike us like lightning. But you know what? Feelings are fickle. They come and go. And trying to build something long-term on that is like trying to build a house on shifting sand. What we really need isn't a feeling. It's a foundation. It's a system.
Okay, so if we're going to build that system, we first have to understand what we're up against. It's this psychological pitfall that's so common, it's basically a trap, one that almost all of us fall into without even realizing it.
This is it. This is that little voice in your head that says, I'll start my diet on Monday, or I'll get to it when I feel more creative. It makes your goals a hostage to your mood, and that is a recipe for going absolutely nowhere. See, we have the entire equation backward. We think that motivation leads to action, but the real truth is, it's the other way around. Action is what creates motivation.
So, how do we get out of that trap? Well, we stop waiting for the feeling and we start building something real. Let's dig into how we can shift our focus from this passive feeling to an active system. A reliable, personal engine that's actually designed to keep you moving forward, especially on those days when you really don't feel it.
Just look at the difference here. The old way, it's a total lottery. You might feel motivated, you might not. Who knows? But the new way, the system, that's an investment. It's reliable because you're the one who designed it. It's built on what you do, not how you feel. It's built to work when you're under pressure, when you're tired, and even when you feel discouraged.
Okay, so what does this system actually look like in practice? Let's break down the key components. Think of it like you're assembling an engine. First, you need a blueprint so you know where you're going. Then, you need the actual moving parts that create momentum. And finally, you need a plan for maintenance to keep the whole thing running smoothly.
Every single great project starts with a clear blueprint, right? And our motivation system is no different. This isn't just about what you want to achieve. It's about digging into the why. You can't build a powerful engine if you don't have a clear destination. This is the strategy part.
So this blueprint has two really crucial parts. First, your goals have to be crystal clear. Get healthy is just way too vague. It's useless. But walk for 30 minutes 3 times a week, that gives you a specific target to hit. But a target's not enough. You have to connect it to your why, that deep emotional core of your entire mission.
This is the question you have to keep coming back to, over and over again. Your why is your anchor in a storm. When you feel like giving up, reminding yourself why you started in the first place, maybe it's for your family or your future or just your own well-being, that's the thing that's going to pull you through.
And here is how you make that why feel real and tangible. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. Think of it like a mental rehearsal for success. Don't just think about your goal, actually picture what it looks and feels like to achieve it. That mental image becomes an incredibly powerful driving force. Okay, blueprint is done. You've got your destination, you've got your purpose. Now let's build the actual engine, the parts of the system that are going to create real, tangible momentum day in and day out. Now this is a total game changer. Willpower, it's a finite resource. It gets exhausted. But habits are behaviors that you put on autopilot. By turning your key actions into routines, you totally eliminate that daily debate with yourself. You just do it. You don't decide whether or not to brush your teeth, right? You just do it. We need to apply that exact same logic to our goals.
So what keeps that engine of habits running? Seeing that it's actually working. This is so important. Progress, no matter how small it is the ultimate motivator. It creates this powerful positive feedback loop. Taking action leads to progress, and then seeing that progress is what fuels you to take even more action.
And the key here is to make tracking all this progress really simple and really visible. Don't overcomplicate it.
I mean, we're talking about a simple checklist where you just tick off your daily walk, maybe a journal entry where you note a small win, or an app that charts your savings. These things give you tangible, undeniable proof that your effort is actually paying off. Oh, and you have to do this. Think of these celebrations as little fuel injections for your morale. Just acknowledging that you stuck to your plan for a whole week or that you finished a tiny milestone, that's what prevents burnout and makes the journey feel enjoyable, not just like a total grind. So we've got our blueprint, we've built our engine, but you know, any high-performance machine needs regular maintenance to handle the wear and tear of a long journey. This last part of the system is all about building resilience for the long haul.
And that maintenance really comes down to two big things. First, your environment. The people around you can either drain your battery or help you recharge it, so you gotta choose wisely. And second, your mindset. Because listen, no plan is perfect. You will hit roadblocks. The goal isn't to avoid them. It's to be able to adapt and adjust your course without ever losing sight of that final destination.
So, when you put all of these pieces together, you achieve something really powerful. You stop being a passenger just waiting around for the feeling of motivation to arrive, and you become the architect of your own drive. This is the ultimate takeaway. Stop chasing that fleeting high of motivation. Instead, invest your energy in building a robust, personal system that supports your goals even, and especially, on the days you don't feel like it.
And that's exactly what your system does. It's your personal method for finding that motivation again and again and again. It makes sure that one bad day doesn't turn into a bad week or completely derail your goals. It really is the key to consistency.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Forget about waiting for tomorrow or for next Monday. What is one small, concrete step you can take right now to start building your system? Will you sit down and really define your why? Or maybe just set up a simple checklist? The very first brick is just waiting for you to lay it.